But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙍, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds 2 already. He finds 3.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that base are managing to get 2, managing to get 3. That is just insane.
Dead 9. Gonna try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MYSG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
Thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
it's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙀𝙏.
Hey guys, my name is 𝘽𝙍𝙉.
What is up everyone, it is 𝙁𝙍𝙉.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC eSports and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙍, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds 2 already. He finds 3.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that base are managing to get 2, managing to get 3. That is just insane.
Dead 9. Gonna try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MYSG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
Thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
it's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙀𝙆.
Hey guys, my name is 𝘽𝙍𝙉.
What is up everyone, it is 𝙁𝙍𝙉.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC eSports and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙀𝙏, and that is a lineup waiting. Chronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he's down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already. He finds three.
See what will happen as we see that 𝘁𝙍𝙉𝙍 over here onto that face are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙉𝘼𝙇𝙎. Try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙇𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙀𝙏.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙀𝙗, and that is a lineup waiting. Chronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he's down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already. He finds three.
See what will happen as we see that 𝘁𝙍𝙉𝙉𝙀 over here onto that face are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙉𝙗𝙉. Try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙇𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙀𝙏𝙆.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙀𝙗, and that is a lineup waiting. Chronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he's down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that base are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
Gen9. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙀𝙁.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post-Plan Chat.
But here comes the Rolling Thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙊𝙉, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that base are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
Gen9. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙀𝙁𝙁.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post-Plan Chat.
But here comes the Rolling Thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from 𝙁𝙁, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get two, about to get three. That is just insane.
𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙼 𝘍𝙍 gets the headshot, gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! He lights up, then lights up. No, the fun. No, this is not fair.
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get two, about to get three. That is just insane.
𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙼 gets the headshot, gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! He lights up, then lights up. No, the fun. No, this is not fair.
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds 2 already, finds 3.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are trying to get 2, trying to get 3. That is just insane.
Gen 9. They're trying to get
Hey guys, and welcome to KJC Esports Valorant Invitationals. Today is D-Day for our final matchups. My name's Gen, and I am joined by the 𝙁𝙊𝙼𝙍. Man, can you give us a little recap about yesterday's matches?
Yeah, it was a very long day last night. I mean, it wasn't streamed, right? It wasn't streamed, so I'll give you guys a bit of a recap of how it went out. It was a 2-1 for both of our teams, but let's take a look at 𝘍𝙗 and Team Secret. Another 2-1, 𝘽𝙍𝘆𝙼𝘾 and Kingsmen, another 2-0, and Bleed and 𝘍𝙍𝘆𝙼𝘆 was a very interesting matchup. I thought it's gonna be one Bleed Esports win, but when it went out to Game 3, it was just in favor of 𝘍𝙍𝘆𝑚 because they went into Breeze on that last map. But 𝘍𝙗 and Kingsmen, this team was really good because they are really at the toes of each other. They really wanted to win, but Kingsmen had the upper hand because, well, you know, Kingsmen always wants to go to Game 3, and if it goes to Game 3, they're probably gonna win. So, again, can you give us a recap of 𝘍𝙗, Team Secret, and 𝘽𝙍𝘆𝘼 Kingsmen last night?
Oh man, the Team Secret game and the 𝘽𝙍𝘆𝘼 Kingsmen. We gotta give props to the Kingsmen, man. I mean, they started off a first half 1-11. They were down by 10 rounds, but Kingsmen were still up there. They made the comeback happen, and they were still able to win that map. It was such a crazy ride. So sorry that we were unable to see it live, but the VODs are out there. Just check out the YouTube channel of KJC Esports, and you can watch them there. But anyway, today is a different story, right? We're starting with the lower finals. The teams have gotten this far, and they've grinded through the brackets. Our first match is, I believe, Bleed Esports versus Kingsmen. Let's not forget to mention that we've got agent bans activated in our invitationals as well. That alone has changed a bunch of compositions, and we got to witness teams #adapt and rise.
Yeah, and they were able to. And now let's take a look at how the map picks are gonna be. It's gonna be Bind, Haven, and Ascent. This is what everyone likes to see, right? This is the trio of the maps, and we're gonna see it right here. So right now, Bleed versus Kingsmen. This is the maps that they really want to play on. Honestly, even Kingsmen, this is one of their maps also. But Bleed Esports, they got a dent in their record last night just because of 𝘍𝙍𝘆𝙼𝘆 were able to give them their first defeat on Bind, and now they need to recuperate, try to know what they need to do, and they need to try some different strategies because Kingsmen has been known to be a hedgehog. They try to play it slow, but they go for the defense, the defaults. Really, even at how slow it is, it's still that capable of taking down big teams.
Yes, both teams were able to pick up their comfort maps. Bleed on Bind, Kingsmen on Haven. And what better map 3 than to have Ascent, where both teams can excel. Man, this is going to be an exciting lower finals.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. But let's take a look at our predictions right now on who's going to win on this game, because it's going to be Bleed versus Kingsmen. I'm not really sure on what to say about this because Bleed versus Kingsmen has already been right there, upper faces, and we haven't seen them fight yet. But we can say that it's gonna be one big fight because lower bracket finals was a really great adventure for both of them, and now they're both here. Upper finals has always been the place of Bleed Esports, but now in the lower bracket finals versus Kingsmen, who took a long journey to get here when they went into the lower bracket finals. It will be one heck of a time for both of them.
Yes, we see them really fight through the gauntlet, and now it's time for these two to battle out. This will be one of these teams will be their last matchup, while the other one will rise from the lower finals game and will play later again at 5 p.m. GMT +8. against Paper Rex.
Yeah, now this is gonna be the first ban coming in from Bleed. We are not really surprised about this. Bleed eSports is always banning the Jet. But Kingsmen, what surprise would they give us? Because right now, especially against a team like Bleed eSports on Bind, they always use the Astra and Viper most of the time when it comes to their composition. So I'm kind of expecting that they would pick one of them, if ever, because they want to stop their pushes aren't gonna be stopped right.
They're nothing but
Oh, okay, there we go. And the Viper will be the ban for our second agent ban, which is coming from Kingsmen. So they've done their research and they don't want to give 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝙾𝙆 his Viper to pit down on A short or be the toxic bug that is trying to destroy the enemy roster. That's a very actually expected ban on my end.
Yeah, I mean, especially on Bind, it's gonna be easier for them to infiltrate sites with the Viper on hand, but without the Viper, it could be a bit harder for them to get into the site. So they need to be a bit creative on how they're gonna do it. They might have the Sentinels, they might go for a Cypher, or maybe a different initiator if ever they're gonna go for it, to at least help them flash out those angles. Especially on Bind, there's a lot of power angles. The angles of engagements are really good, especially for the defenders. So that will be a big challenge for the attackers on this map.
Yep, now that they've taken the 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝙾𝙆's Viper out of the composition, I believe we should see 𝙁𝙁𝘼𝘃 play up the Sage instead for our agent picks, which will be coming up right now.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing the agent selects, and it's not gonna be surprising if they would be picking this guy and also the Sova right here. But right now, Kingsmen just went in for the Reyna to Namfu Ivan with the race. This is not a big surprise on their agent picks, because normally when they go for those picks, you know that they want to frag, especially Namfu. Getting the clutches is what he's super good at. So that's the reason why a lot of this games takes a long time, is because Namfu is there, bringing the team up with him. And now Bleed eSports needs to find a way to shut down that carry, which is Namfu.
Yeah, once you get onto that Empress mode, it's just way too scary to fight them off. We got to give it to Kingsmen. They've got to be the comeback kings at this point. We got to give them that title. So it will be Bleed eSports, whether or not they'll play the long game with Kingsmen, or will they shut down the momentum that Kingsmen will always want to play on.
Select your agent.
Yeah, they would want to... I mean, this is one of their good maps. I mean, both of them are good at this map, so they really know how to play around this. But now, with what they have here, it's just that I forgot about this, because 𝙁𝙗𝘃 really plays a mean Sage. So with that Sage, he's gonna be picking that for sure. But Riza with the Breach. This is what I want to see. I really want to see a Breach on this map, especially on Bind. The Rolling Thunders, the Fault Lines are so effective on the hands of Riza. Is really masterful for the side of Kingsmen. So this is going to be one interesting matchup, and I'm excited on how this is going to turn out.
This is a big counter. Riza picking up that Breach will pretty much shut down the lockdown that First Love can possibly pull out here, especially on Bind. There are very easy corners that Breach can go through to try and destroy this lockdown, and that, with just that, it's already a big counter, not even needing the Sova to play on, which is a very curious pickup for Kingsmen not getting that Sova.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to the defender side anyway, so they are not really banking on the fact that there will be a long take, because Kingsmen, as a team, they always go for the setups here, and they play slow anyway, so they're just going to be using their peaks, they're going to be using these flashes without the Sova on this map. So this is very characteristic of Kingsmen. But Bleed... right now, this is very classic, this picks that they have with a Killjoy on B, or rather on A, could be easier for them. But now that they're on the attacker side, it's good that they pick up the Killjoy, because the lockdown would be that much helpful for them.
You said it right now. They don't even need the flashes. Bleed is such a firepower team. They just go on for these peaks and really take down their opponents, and it's been working out for them. Kingsmen, they've got double flashes. They've got the firepower from the Rays as well. And here we go. Already the push coming up from Bleed, and it's going to be the B attack.
Yeah, they want to go for the B side, and everybody is already here. So Kingsmen, they need to be careful because this is going to be the push from them. Here comes the paint shells waiting for the backside. Most likely, they're going to be going in already. Frosty's onto the backside. Will be able to right click onto the head, and one fell down already. This is going to be 3 versus 5. Not going to be an easy fight for the side of Kingsmen, but now they take over the side. They take one more. Frosty's going to take one last one, and that's the last breath for him. 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, the clutch king, would be able to get this because this is a pistol round. It is still not his time, but his time has come, and that is gonna be Bleed taking this first round.
Man, what can you do? Those two players just jump around you with right-click classics. It's just, man, good luck for you if you are able to get those headshots. But it is, and it will be Bleed Esports showing us that this is their favorite map. And so far, they're making it happen. 1-0 now is the score, showing us the power of their pistols. The entry of Frosty just flying up into the air as soon as the Nebulas pretty much cooled down away. So now it's Kingsmen on the eco round, and it looks like they will be stacking up the A site with just the pistols to play with. Usually we see them on the force buy, but this time around, they are playing safe.
Yeah, now they are really playing it slowly, so slowly. Kingsmen really knows how to play around, but now they got a page out of the book of Louvre here that they're gonna be playing something differently. Even 𝘽𝙁𝘆 does this. So with the way that Kingsmen plays, everyone stacks up on A. They're not just pushing; they're just waiting for everyone to push on A, because they know that B has been the push a while ago. So they might be pushing on a different side now. Gonna be pushing on A. Bleed doesn't know that B side is super open. Everybody's here. This is gonna be one big fight for both of our teams. There's comes the paint shells. Kingsman's already here. On to bats. They would be taking 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 down, but at least 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 was able to take one. And now they have the side open. Here comes the back, and this is gonna be Bleed taking over one by one. And now the last one standing. It's gonna be the doctor. Would he be able to get his surgery up though? So this is gonna be the plan coming in.
Yep, and there you go. Frosty's cleaning it up. Just an onslaught there on the shower side. Kingsmen trying to do any sort of damage that they can as they pushed up and just rushed down the shower side. They were able to get one before actually falling there, but it was just Bleed. I believe just a ghost from their player there. So it's not really much of a damage for Bleed since they will still be able to buy up again the coming up round. We even see the Guardian being picked up by 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, but this is the round that Kingsmen will want to take away from Bleed because this is their rifle round. This is the round that they really need to, because Bleed, once you give them that momentum, they will roll over you.
Yeah, they would be able to do that, and just wish that Kingsmen would be able to win this round because this is their time to win. This is the rifle round. This is the time to come back. If Bleed would be able to get this again, they are going to be back on that cycle where they go for eco, then they go for guns again on to the next round. They'll be giving a lot of rounds against a Bleed Esports, and you don't want that. The defense is where you want to rack up a lot of rounds. So Kingsmen has a lot of foot to cover. So this is going to be one slow fight, and A side might be the target here.
Yep, they're just waiting for a peek. They're waiting for Kingsmen to make a mistake, to overstep their boundaries, because they've got the Spectres to play. They need to play up these close rounds, and already Nebula's coming in, so that forces them to come up. But the Doctor, anyway, will get the shot on the Crusader, but 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 with the Guardian will trade him out of the side. So now they've got half the side control. Lamps is still open for Kingsmen to open up here. Lex is seeing what he can find here, but it will be shotguns coming in. Not connecting much, but it is there to play with. Riza backing up. We're waiting for his team to get the rotations in because they're about to collapse onto the site here. Every single angle from Kingsmen is coming up. Showers, short control. Here it is. The fight's coming in. Process will clear it up. What? No matter what. Doesn't even matter how many angles you're holding. And now with the showstopper being used, it clears up the angles. All down to 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 now on the 1v3. This was the round that they needed to take, and they were unable to secure because Bleed were just steady on that side, created that fort, that stronghold of the post plant positions despite the gun disadvantage, and because of this they will get a free upgrade.
Yeah, so here comes the cycle right now again, because Kingsmen would be losing that round. 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 wasn't able to clutch it up because he doesn't want to risk losing that gun. So at least on this next round, he has something to work with. So Bleed Esports are just happy that they're taking down Kingsmen even on their gun rounds with the way that they play. What would happen is that when you have long range guns, but it if it's smoked, you won't be able to shoot anyway. So that is gonna be easier for Bleed. Even with the Spectres during that round, Frosty's was able to open it up. He is always what is the space creator, the infiltrator for the team. So now Kingsmen need to find a way to stop the infiltrator from getting into sight.
Yeah, really big plays coming out there, even using the showstopper just because of the lack of gunfire that they have. But now Kingsman on the eco round, only 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 with the rifle to play with, and right now he's trying to do some sort of damage here in the hookah side. He will have to back off now after making a bit of noise, but it is the rest of Bleed Esports slowing it down, taking shower control, which is a very important part of the map if you want to take that A side. But at the same time, because shower has been lost, Kingsman has taken A short instead. And whoa, what a shot from 𝘍𝙍𝘼 after the concuss as well. 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 on the other side of the map will take away 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘾𝙆𝙀, which I believe was the Spectre, so it's not much of a damage. 𝘍𝙍𝘼 not done getting 𝘍𝙍 down, but Ivan from the other side of the short side where he was holding down, that's the ninja spot that you'd want to be in. He was able to get one more. That's some damage onto Bleed Esports, while Kingsmen, they will get the Spectre. Although it was just the Spectre that 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘾 was holding, it's still somewhat an upgrade for Kingsmen to try and deal anything they can make here into this A site retake.
Yep, 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁 and Zik would probably get this gun upgrades that they need in order for them to at least clutch it up. It's still a 2v3, it's still a possibility for them to win this, because if at least they would be able to damage the economy of Bleed Esports, that would be enough. But with the flashes that they have, it's still possible to do. They also have the leaders on hand, so it's not impossible. They just need to put in the effort, and there you go. Zeke and 𝙁𝙁𝙁 on a challenge, on a mission. Duo would be able to get the first kill, but 𝘍𝙍𝘼 was able to shut them down. And this is going to be the last one. 𝙁𝙁𝙁, possible for him to clutch this though. 1 HP. 𝘍𝙍𝘼 is just waiting for the right timing. He would be able to get it. What a 4K for 𝘍𝙍𝘼.
Whoa, unfortunate for 𝙁𝙁𝙁 that he had low HP there. Even though that spike was ticking, there was no way he was going to get the defuse, but he just wanted to get that damage in. Instead, 𝘍𝙍𝘼 does survive, so that's still one man alive for Bleed Esports. They will still be able to buy up this next round. And again, since that was the eco for Kingsmen, that was enough, you know?
Yeah, it was enough for them to get it. But now, Bleed Esports, with them, a lot of members lost during that time. They would take the hit to their economy right now. But Kingsmen are strong as ever. They still want to get this one. But Bleed Esports, would they make them bleed? They're slowly going bankrupt. So Kingsmen, they need to win this one, because if they don't, they are again gonna get bankrupt onto the next round. What they want is at least change it up. That's the reason why 𝘍𝑍 is now here in A side. He wants to get something out of this. They need to rotate a lot of players around just because they are not winning. But Frosty's opens it up with a kill onto the backside. What was that angle that he was getting?
Again, it's Bleed Esports finding these first bloods. They're not playing the super aggressive plays because they do not have the flashers to play with. Here comes the Seekers by Zeke, because Kingsman just getting impatient here. Where the rest of the members of Bleed are? Whoa, that spray down almost got more than one. Getting the dink onto the Raze as well, but he got 𝘍𝙍𝘼𝘶. That's the Sage down and the Resurrection and the heals out of the way. But now will be the B control for the members of Bleed, and it's going to be the retake situation for Kingsman.
And they have the flashpoints to work with. They have the leers. So if ever they want to go into the site, this is not going to be a good angle for Frosty's. As I was saying, he was falling down already. It's going to be 3v3 possible with the Empress. It's going to be a bit easier. But Kingsmen, now this is doable. This is what they want to do. The comfortable position. And now they would be able to get the kills. And they come back against Bleed.
Man, that was such unfortunate timing. They're right in the middle. It was, I believe, Ivan and 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘾 walking through each other from the A side. And because of that lurk, 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘾 didn't even expect Ivan to be there once he came out of the portal in the hookah side. That was such good timing for Kingsmen, and they finally got their first round on the scoreboard.
Yeah, now they have this round. This is what they need. But now, Bleed Esports, they still have some things to work with. They need one more round. I mean, one more round to take off this momentum that they have. The eco would happen after that. So Kingsmen, with the way that they play, they're very, very patient. And they just don't need to over-rotate a lot of players. Yesterday, they might be still conditioned that it is 𝘁 playing right now, because 𝘁 plays that whenever they decide on the site, they're all gonna go there. But Bleed, they don't play like that. They like to play default. They like to play this very info trappy type of playstyle, and they're looking to bait Kingsmen into that. The way that they're conditioned right now, it's not going to be good against Bleed.
Man, this is a very interesting pickup for 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝙾. He's got the operator. This is something we don't always see here for the Bleed team. Usually they just play up the rifles, but this time around it's 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝘾 with the operator. The jump peek there for Zeke. He gets tagged a little bit. He has to back away now. Kingsmen, they're set up for an A attack, but they've stacked enough for B to hold down the fort here. They've got the Rolling Thunder. They've got to be careful here because the flashes are coming in, concuss as well. They're not even checking it at all. 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝘾 has to back away because of so many of those flashes, but at the same time, the members of Bleed Esports coming out the hookah side, they will be able to clear this up. They have to take control of this garden side, but finally they get it. They get the resurrect as well. It's going to be a man advantage somewhat, and then lockdown to play with. The spike is right in the middle of nowhere, but 𝙁𝙁 with a beautiful angle takes away 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝘾's operator. Now they back away because that lockdown. Still a 2v2, still very doable for any of these teams. Anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, they can still go into the side whenever they want to, and Kingsmen, they need to be... Oh no, this is going to be easier for them because they would be able to get first love, and now one has fell down already. This is going to be the satchel charges. They know that Lexi is on B long. It's not going to be that long for them to get something though. Slowly, Lexi needs to get the right timing. 𝙁𝙁𝑒 is the last one standing. He still has to grab it, but the headshot from Lexi would be able to clutch it up against Kingsmen.
There you have it, the clutch for Lexi. Beautiful timing there. He had the spike down. All he had to do was do the pre-fires in case he hears the spike tick defuse. Easy peasy for Bleed so far, although it looked really scary for them and really shaky for the start of that round. They had to commit 2 of their ultimates just to get into that side. Kingsmen, once again, back on an eco. 1-5 is the score, still in favor of Bleed Esports.
Yeah, they didn't want that to happen. They had some ultimates to work with during that time, but now with that they were punished. Ivan is here. The showstopper is gonna come in. Nobody is here, so this showstopper is just gonna go boom without anything on it. So this is just Bleed having a good time. They lost a showstopper. We can use that in our favor. So we don't need to be afraid anymore. But a Cosmic Divide and a Rolling Thunder is still something to be afraid of, honestly. The Kingsmen, they are on an eco. So if Bleed goes in for the aggress, Kingsmen would have a hard time pushing them back.
Yep, and right now it's Kingsmen moving as a unit again as their eco round. It's 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝘾 who's gonna have to be careful here. Oh no, he's not looking the right way. Ivan will get an easy kill onto him, and that's gonna be the Vandal upgrade. And now, although the showstopper didn't get anything at all, it's gonna be still somewhat an advantage for Kingsmen taking out 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝘾 down. So it's now 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘾's actually walking into the side. Nothing to look at, just walk us up there. 𝙁𝙁 will punish him for it. The Cosmic Divide comes in, but 𝙁𝙁 has the weapon to play with. And there we go, already so much damage for him. Bleed Esports left down with 2 HP. I mean, 2 members and already the Rolling Thunder being committed. They know they can win this round, and they are making it happen right after Riza gets that right click onto Lexi. All down to first love on a 1v4, and all these rifles are watching him. He has to clutch it out. He's have to go big. And so far, he's making it 3K already, looking for an ace. He has to back away. This is such an awkward position for him, trying to tap out. 19 bullets still left, but he's only got 37 HP left. One more tap on him, and it's going to have to fall. But he's making it happen so far. Still alive with the Matrix, with the classic. What? The clutch. The ace comes in. First love.
No, they committed a lot of ultimates for that, but they weren't still able to win it. 𝙁𝙁 almost made it work for the team, but during that last time, First Love was just there getting the love taps on everyone. When he got the right amount of poke, it was enough for him to destroy everyone. Look at that. That was a big 1v4. He was able to get the shots on the right times, and he was just as patient as a tree right there. It was just holding that place. It is his fort, and now Kingsmen. Oh no, but at least they were able to damage the economy of Bleed. They lost a lot of members there. It's a good thing that Bleed didn't use any ultimate, but still, that's a lot of damage. Kingsmen, oh no, they're looking really scared. They're slowly going online. 𝙁𝙁 is lighting the fire up for his team.
Man, if you're First Love, you got to be happy about what happened. You just used your lockdown last round as well, and now he's got it up again. Because of that, 5 kills, that's 5 ultimate orbs, and already that's a lot of value, enough for Bleed Esports to try and enter a site and secure it at all. Kingsmen already taking a lot of map control with that. Zeke also playing the Seekers. They have to know that they're going to be on the B side, and they are making the rotations happen. Bleed Esports, they're making the entry. The wall is up, and all they have to do is clear up this hookah side because they've got control of it for Kingsmen. Oh!
Oh no, First Love takes 2 kills again. What is he doing? He's making this so hard for Kingsmen. First Love is really making it work even with a Killjoy, and now Kingsmen don't know what to do. They need to back away. They just need to save this round. Damage control for the team, that's very smart. But Bleed eSports is going away with a lot of creds on their hands again.
Yep. This is Bleed on the lead, man. They've got the confidence, they've got the momentum, and they are scaring Kingsmen away. All 5 members are still alive for Bleed, and look at First Love. He is feeling himself. He is going for this hunt here, trying to find what more he can find. But Ivan will finally shut him down. You will not be getting any more aces for here, young man. It is 𝘍𝙍𝘼 and the rest here on the portal. Nomfu's watching the angle. He's got an operator. If you're not too careful, but he goes for the peek. And it will be the save still for Kingsmen. They still have some weapons to play with coming up this next round. The defense is actually breaking here. Bleed is getting the openings, showing us why this is their favorite map.
Yeah, and we all know how Bleed is in the defense. Later on, they would make it work as good as they're making it work here. They have the Astra, they have the Killjoy also. So right now, they have 2 ultimates to work with. And if ever they get some ultimate orbs, Frosty's might be able to get his too. So Kingsmen, the challenge here is how will we shut them down with the least bit of damage that we will be able to get. That's the reason why Nomfu went in with the operator. So at least we would be able to clutch up some rounds. If ever he starts up with a first kill, that could be good for the team. But Frosty's starting it up very explosively already onto the site. The Killjoy would be able to get the lockdown in. And Kingsmen are walled up and in position. Bleed would be getting this post plan.
Yep, it's time for the retake for Kingsmen. They've got some weapons. Doctor on the judge as well. Nomfu getting the peek on the 𝙍𝙗𝘼𝙶. That's a Sova down, and that is the Hunter's Fury down. This operator making value so far. Lexi on the back flank support takes Zeke away. And now the push is slowly slowing down for Kingsmen, but they've got to make the move. The spike has been planted so early that it is ticking down. They've got to take out the Killjoy traps as well. And there's a lot of lineups for Bleed eSports, and look at this crossfire coming in. Ivan getting Frosties, but again, 𝘍𝙍𝘼𝘋, he's not done. Getting 2 of his own, minusing the members of Kingsmen. He's not done as he gets a 3rd as well, and so far they just spray down the smoke. They will take away that defuse. Bleed eSports once again coming out on top.
Oh no, Bleed eSports are bleeding them dry now. They don't have anything anymore on their bag. They only have the judges and the sheriffs again. So Kingsmen, oh no, they need to get this challenge up. They need to fire on all cylinders. Because right now, Bleed eSports is always getting the upper hand, and that's not what you want to happen. Especially that First Love and 𝘍𝙍𝘼 are up. This is going to be one hard push for Kingsmen. Now, they at least need to hold it out. They are a very patient team, as we all know, but it's not working against Bleed eSports. They are not getting surprised by their strats, and that's the reason why they're getting all these rounds. Kingsmen are the ones getting surprised. So now there's a push happening. It's gonna be the Bats. Maybe the target right now for the side of Bleed eSports, but still, just clearing that up. Even though that they know this is an eco, they still respect the aim of Kingsmen.
Yep, they're backing it up here. It's Nomfu actually really pushing up here. Remember, Kingsmen has a very aggressive composition with so many flashes to try and make their entries happen. It's Bleed eSports who have to play it dry and slowly here. And they've got to be careful. They're about to enter Nomfu's crosshair with the backup from Riza. They've got the sheriffs in hand. All they do is have to make the headshots happen. They get one. But First Love, again, with the double spray down. They lined up for him, and 𝘍𝙍𝘼𝘋 will make the resurrect happen, confirming, just securing the round here for Bleed eSports.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good start again. And they can go crazy just because they have the resurrection on the team. Anyway, Zeke gets 2 kills! What was that headshot? That was really smooth coming in from the team. Now it's a 2v2. They could get the gun upgrades here. But still, Bleed eSports would be able to get that kill. And the last one standing, Kingsmen, only has one more person. It's Ivan. He would have a gun upgrade if he wants to push onto short, but would he be able to? Lexi is here holding the fort.
Ooh, Ivan removing his judge away because he doesn't want to be heard once he picks up a weapon, whether that judge will drop down. But it's Bleed actually taking control of these weapons, not giving it to them. But man, we got to give it to Kingsmen. Zeke with a beautiful guiding light out of the nebula, getting free 2 kills at the same time. The doctor had the gravity well prepared as well. Because of that, they took advantage of Bleed. Good thing for them that 𝘍𝙍𝘼𝘋 was able to resurrect one before any of that happened, so they still had somewhat an equalizing of the man.
Yeah, they were able to at least equalize the people. So Kingsmen, now again, this is their last chance this half in order for them to get some rounds against Bleed Esports. Because if they lose this round again, they're going to be back on an eco round. So Kingsmen needs to put their best foot forward if they want to win against Bleed. But because Bleed has some ultimates to work with now, oh no, the Pain Shells 𝙍𝙍 might fall down here. Ivan is primed in position. He would be able to get the first kill. That is crucial for Kingsmen. Now they might be able to win this one out. They don't have the resurrection. They used it the last round. So they're going to get pushed back. Here comes the showstopper. Here comes Ivan.
Ooh.
Not getting the kill. Frosties but was able to get the kill onto 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝙀𝙀. That's good trades coming for the team. But still, 4v3 still doable for the side of Bleed.
Yeah, but that was a beautiful bait for Ivan, pulling out the blast back early on the hookah side to make them think that he's out of the corner. What as they say that 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝙀𝙀 takes away Riza from his corner. And now that equalizes the situation. First Love, Lexi, and 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘀, they're all against Ivan, Zeke, and the Doctor now, but there's only 2 members of Kingsmen here holding down this B side, but they're on the portal side, and they will make the portal happen. It will be up to the Doctor to hold down the A side. He's got one more star to play with, and it will be the Nebula or the Gravity Well, just in case to make this push. And at the same time, Ivan actually pushed up onto this portal. That actually stops Lexi on his track. The Doctor at the same time getting 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘀, so clearing out their corner. This is going to be such a hard push for Bleed Esports because they do not have a flash to work with.
Yeah, they don't have anything, but the post-plant would be way easier just because they have that. But the Doctor making it work for the team. This is what you need. This is the round that you're supposed to win. Kingsmen, a 1v3. This is not new for Lexi. He might be able to clutch this up, a 1v3, but still Kingsmen was able to shut it down. Ooh, a breath of fresh air for the team.
Finally patching up the bleeding that Bleed has been giving them. Kingsmen getting one more round. So now we're at the last round of the half. 9-2 is the score, still in favor of Bleed Esports. And because of that earlier round, they are somewhat on an economical problem here for Bleed Esports. They will still be able to buy up all the full armors and the rifles, but still we even see 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘀 with just the half armor.
Yeah, they have the half armor, and now Kingsmen would have a hard time here because right now with the half armor, it would be a bit iffy for them. But now they have the Hunter's Fury, they have 3 ultimates for the side of Kingsmen. They need to win this. They want to still come back, but 𝙍𝙍𝘀 opens up with a kill. And now the Hunter's Fury would get them info onto the site. Would he be able to get some though? Won't be able to shoot anything. But that's not good for the side of Bleed Esports. They lost their only ultimate. Now the push is already happening for the side of Kingsmen. Zeke is trying to be very aggressive here with a good position. If ever a rotation comes in, he would be able to cut it off.
Yep, he's holding down the angle. That is the powerful angle you want to have to keep the members of Bleed from making the rotations and giving the rotate for your team. At the same time, 𝘽𝙀𝙀 equalizing the man advantage that Bleed created earlier for 𝙍𝙍𝘀, and now they're gonna try and make some showers control. At the same time, Zeke is already on the lurk, on the flank, seeing what he can do. If Bleed Esports don't make the move now, they're about to get boxed in.
Yeah, they need... Oh, yeah. Here comes Zeke. He's on the backside. The flank might happen here. They're not expecting this to happen, so they need to fasten up if ever they want to push it to the side. Ivan has been dinked. That's not a good sign. But the Doctor is also here waiting for the push to happen. And 𝘽𝙀𝙀 was able to get the kill, and now Kingsmen are making it work. They're getting all the kills. Lexi might be able to get 2. Now it has been equalized. 𝘽𝙍𝘀𝘀 is going to shut them down. But 15 seconds on the clock. They don't have much to work with. They need to plant here. Zeke's already on the backside. He hasn't been hurt by 𝘽𝙍𝘀𝘀𝘀. They're pushing on to 𝘽𝙀𝙀. They want to get the kill on him first, and he's trying to back away, but 𝘽𝙍𝘀𝘀 has been denied by the guiding light. And the push is going to happen. Trailblazer is going to be in. The plant is here. 𝘽𝙍𝘀𝘀𝑻 would he be able to clutch this, but Zeke was able to shut him down. That's going to be a win for the side of Bleed. I mean, the Kingsmen, sorry.
Kingsmen getting one more round out of the bag from Bleed. Unfortunately for 𝘽𝙍𝘀𝘀𝑻, he got concussed by the Trailblazer. There's only so little you can do once you're down and concussed, only shooting 1 bullet a second. And because of that, Kingsmen finally getting one more round, getting a bit more breathing space coming into the second half, which is their attacking side. Kingsmen has the aggressive setup of compositions. They will have a much easier time here on the offense.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, if ever they go for the setups, we all know Kingsmen, especially on the defaults, they're really going to take their time before they go in for the push. So this is going to be This is going to be what they want to do. They want to condition Bleed into thinking that they're always going to go for defaults. So that is going to be the challenge. And why this is the reason why 𝙁𝙁 would be able to always clutch it up, because when he opens up the round, he would be getting at least 2 kills. And that's the reason why 𝙁𝙁 is really great duelist for the side of Kingsmen. And with the support of his team, it's going to be way easier to do.
Yep, here we go. Kingsmen clearing up a lot of angles here for the shower side, giving the ult orb to Zeke. So the Zekers making it a lot easier for their information, because remember, they don't have powerful information agents like the Sova. So Zeke will have to want that Seekers as soon as he can up and ready. So it's going to be the offense for Kingsmen right now. But as I say that, I almost forgot that Bleed has a very defensive composition to play with. They got a Sage and a Killjoy, and not to mention that Astra, of course, for both teams. This is going to be such a hard entry for Kingsmen despite the amount of flashes they have.
Yeah. They need to be on the lookout on what they're going to do, because if ever they enter the site, they are looking at a lot of utilities. Look at those stars and look at the bots that is set up on B side. That's not the good side. So now they know. They know that the stars are there, so they are backing it up. They want to go for the A side. With a good info that they had here, it's going to be better for them. So Kingsmen, they might be primed and positioned and ready. 2 members are already here. 3 members are rotated onto B. But this is going to be the push for them. Now 𝙁𝙁 is already here to stop them out. They have the slow orb in order for them to get that. But now it's going to be the push happening on A side, and the signal has been set by the team. Here comes the shorty from 𝙁𝙁. Was able to get the shot. Would be able to get more. But they're all slowed down. Kingsmen won't be able to clear up lamps just because 𝙁𝙁 is here lying in wait, and Lexi is able to do some damage. And now Zeke falls down also. That's not what you want to happen. This is going to be a 2v5 on a pistol round, that is. And not going to be easy, because 𝙁𝙁, even if it's the clutch king, 𝙁𝙁 was able to shut them all down.
And that's 𝙁𝙁 with a 4K, a beautiful Sage wall and timing for him. He even had a shorty at the back of his lamp side just in case that they make the push anyway. They had that in the bag. They had full control of that. 𝙁𝙁 with that barrier orb forcing Kingsmen to try and enter the portal instead. But Kingsmen, they wanted to push through that barrier orb. They know that that's what Bleed wants, because the Killjoy bots were on the B side. But because of that, 𝙁𝙁 still had a backup plan. He had the shorty in hand, the slow as well prepared, making it so difficult for Kingsmen to make the plant and prepare for a post-plant position.
Oh. Yeah, and that's the reason. I mean, 𝙁𝙁 just made it hard just because lamps wasn't clear the whole time. So Kingsmen had an awkward spot whenever they're going to be backing away. Post plant is not going to be easy, but now Bleed, again, they're going for the same setup on B side, that there's a lot of utilities there, because 𝙁𝙁 could hold off on A side anyway. So that's the reason why they're just letting him have it on there. But now with the eco round for the side of Kingsmen, it's probably going to be a bit harder, because right now the turrets would just be hard to take off. And also the side of Bleed eSports, they're just looking at them. They also have the Sova here, so it's going to be easier for them to clear this up if ever the push is going to happen on B.
Yeah, we also see the paint shells prepare for Frosty's just in case to make this push happen. Zeke already, oh no, he's gonna get catched by the gravity well. At the same time, paint shell right behind him. First level, get an easy kill, easy frag onto him, and that because of that, Kingsmen, they back away. They cannot enter this site at all. So it is 𝙁𝙁 trying to see if he can make the lurk happen, clearing up the A site for his team to make the rotation go for it. But again, it is just Kingsmen with the eco round. Ivan does have a ghost to play with, an extra firepower for him, but it's not looking good as Bleed eSports, where their SMGs and 2 of their members on the pistol save. It's going to make it a lot harder.
Left.
Yeah, especially with the classic on 𝙁𝙁. If he gets the right timing here, Lexi might fall down and he gets the gun upgrade. That is going to be one of the things that they need in order for them to clutch this up on this round. The recon bolt might come in, and this is going to be the push happening on their side. 𝙁𝙁 making it work for the team. He's just putting a lot of effort in it. And this is going to be Bleed. They have a hard time going for the post plan. So if they go for the retake here with Frosty's not having any guns, he might get a Spectre though. The short is not clear. Gonna go for a push. A very constructed push for the team. They're sticking as a unit. They don't know that the 3 people are already here on site. Might be able to go for a clutch here. And 𝙁𝙁 falls down because Frosty's was able to shut him down.
All right, that was a very beautiful retake coming out from Bleed Esports. They waited for 𝘍𝙗 to get his heal up, and they waited for every single member to join up and regroup and push it down, as like you said, as a unit, clearing up the angles together, making sure these pistols don't suddenly get another right click in as they made that entry onto the A site. And there you have it. And just like that, Bleed Esports win another round for them. Kingsmen with the buy round now won. These are the rounds that they'd want to make sure that they don't lose any more, because they do not want to give Bleed Esports that match point, and just that will just be the pressure cooker of the game. We know Kingsmen is very good on these comebacks, but Bleed Esports, this is their favorite map. It's going to be very hard. They're going to have to work for it.
Man, if ever they lose this round, that's probably the match, just because they're gonna go for an eco after. But 𝘍𝙗 opening it up with Ivan getting the first kill, that's gonna be big for the side of Kingsmen. That's what they needed. So they need a bit of breathing space. But Lexi, what was that? Was able to get 2 headshots with the ghost. That is, so now that could be doable. 𝘍𝙗 is now down. Even if it's not the buy round for the side of Bleed Esports, Kingsmen will still have a hard time here, because the push is not going to be easy, just because this is just the members right here. Bleed is just not going to make it work for them. The way that Frosty is prime in position, Kingsmen might not be able to push on to bats also.
Yes, this is where Ivan is just holding down his angle, along with Zeke as well. They're making sure the Spectre doesn't go back into the hands of Bleed Esports, because this is just their bonus round, and it is Frosty's holding the angle with a Bucky. And the flash comes in, he gets a full flash, but because of that, there's a shock dart prepared and ready. Zeke is right here! The Frosties opted for the right click of the Bucky, but Zeke was way too close, so only got a bit blown up with the hair, and now Kingsmen will be able to take up the side and easily secure this round. First Love once again on a clutch situation. 1v4, we've seen him before do it, but with just the Spectre, it doesn't look good.
Would he be able to do it? I mean, it's still possible, because it's First Love we're talking about. He did it a while ago. He might not be able to, because the doctor was there to get him a surgical procedure.
Man, 𝘍𝙗 falling very early in that round. That's very good. 2 double tap by Lexi with just a ghost in hand. And actually now it will be the buy round for Bleed Esports, but they did put up a lot of back coming out from that last round. We even see Lexi with just a Spectre in hand, but he's got the full armor anyway. It's gonna be the big defense for Bleed Esports. They have to make sure 𝘍𝙗 stays alive here, because he has the Resurrect to play with, but it's gonna be about to Kingsmen whether or not they play this quick and steady, or will they just play the slow round?
They're gonna go for a big push here for Kingsmen. They're still going for the defaults. Honestly, this is the way that they play, and this is how they're gonna be making it work. So Kingsmen, they need to understand how they're gonna make this work. They are gonna be able to get all the utilities. They're gonna burn them all down. They're gonna bait out a lot of them from the side of Kingsmen, and that's what you want to do. If ever they would be able to push this onto B side, nobody, I mean, the Killjoy is not here already, so 𝘍𝙗 and 𝘍𝙗 would have a hard time holding it out. The wall is up, and they might be able to get that. But Kingsmen, whenever they go for a push, they go as a unit, especially 30 seconds in the clock. They're gonna be losing a lot of vision, so 𝘍𝙗 needs to be ready on the push here, because here's the Seekers coming in.
Yep, it was Kingsmen taking advantage of the fact that the Killjoy, they spotted the Killjoy on the A side, so now they're going to be pushing this B side instead. Oh no, the flash catches Ivan off guard, and now that's 𝘍𝙗 taking advantage of it. The doctor is there to trade him out, but 𝘍𝙗's taking out 𝘍𝙗 from the long side. That's big, because 𝘍𝙗 falling very early in the round is going to be very hard for Kingsmen to keep fighting, but Zeke coming out of the hall side, getting Frosty's and First Love on the rotation. That's beautiful timing for him. It's all down to Lexi and 𝘍𝙗 now from the elbow and the hookah side. They're going to be boxed in. This is not the position you'd want to be in trying to make this retake happen.
Yeah, they're gonna go for a 2v3. Possible for them to do, but the timing is not right. Would be able to get the kill, but Zeke was able to shut them all down. What a 4K coming in from Zeke. And that was just good from Zeke. He was able to predict most of the members going on for the rotation, was able to get the 2 kills, and that made it workable for the side of Kingsmen. So now Bleed has their work cut out for them, because now they're gonna be on the eco. They're gonna be having the same treatment like what they did a while ago on the side of Kingsmen.
Kingsmen so far keeping the dream true. Zeke with the beautiful position and the timing there, really saving it for his team despite the shaky start. And now, as you said, I Bleed Esports on the eco, but they've got the full Sheriff by checking to see what kind of damage they can do, but Ivan has got something to say about that. Spraying down the remaining members, seeing what he can find even more, but Lexi finally shuts him down. It's now up to the doctor to make sure that this rifle does not go towards Bleed Esports. But now, knowing that 2 or 3 members were spotted over on the B side with 2 dead, they're going to be opting for this A side, where it will be First Love alone with his Killjoy bots defending it.
Yeah, and now they are primed and ready and positioned for the push here, but Kingsmen are holding it down. First Love making it hard for them just because of the molly and burning down a lot of members here. So First Love just wants to get the ultimate orb anyway. They would be able to get the shots down though, but Riza and the members of Kingsmen are just gonna shut them down. There's still 2 people running around in lamps. They wouldn't be able to kill it. Oh, 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 was able to get 1 shot down. They have the Hunter's Fury though, so if ever they get the gun upgrades, they might be able to do this. 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙒, we all know, he is also clutch master like most of the people in Bleed Esports, but still not enough to clutch it out. Lexi is the last one. He just needs to get a gun if he wants to get a save, but if not, he would just sacrifice himself for the kill here. Kingsmen, the Kings haven't been toppled, and Bleed would bleed themselves out, and this is gonna be Kingsmen taking that next round.
Yeah, but clean round for Kingsmen. Only losing 2, but they've got the bag to work with. So that will be a very good round for Kingsmen, making sure that they're trying to close up this gap. Only 5 rounds to go before they equalize the score for now. Bleed Esports, they got to make something happen. And so far, the ults are starting to rack up here. And it's going to be the big decision makers for one of these rounds.
Yeah, and as I said, it's still a big problem here for the side of Bleed that they aren't able to shut down 𝙍𝙗. Whenever you don't shut down 𝙍𝙗, he's just gonna rain hell, create chaos for all of you. And that is the bad part here. If Bleed wouldn't be able to get the first kill, I mean, 𝙍𝙗 is always getting the first touch anyway, so that's not gonna be hard though. Oh, 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙒 was able to get the kill onto Zeke with the Hunter's Fury. Now that is a good use of the ultimate. Taking 1 is enough, because at least if you have the man advantage right now, it wouldn't be hard later on. So you just need to take a look at 𝙍𝙗, because he could make miracles happen.
Yeah, losing Zeke down. He almost had the ultimate ready as well. So that's -1 flash out, but they still have Riza the Breeze to play with. So it's still somewhat doable for Kingsmen to make this push happen, since they are the offensive on this map, on the bind as well, not to mention Cosmic Divide being committed. Obviously, it's not going to be B, and with that Rolling Thunder being used, that's going to clear up half of the site, and now they just have the other half to be careful with, especially with Ivan picking up the paint shot kill onto 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙒, not to mention Showstopper as well will get Lexi down from the corner. Ivan with another paint shot. Because of that, 𝘍𝙗𝘼 does have the resurrection. The Cosmic Divide will be falling very soon here. Here we go. This is the big fight, the 4v4 between these 2 teams.
Yeah, it's still possible for them to win. Did the Cosmic Divide there, making it work for them, and they need to get the timing right here, because if Bleed won't be able to get it, Ivan is here waiting for the right time to get on a push, so he might be able to catch some members off guard. This is not going to be good. Here comes the gravity well. The Doctor is waiting, and this is going to be the timing. The timing's right. Doctor would go for a peek, but the timing is not right for the side of Kingsmen. This is going to be Bleed taking the round against them, and it's a match point for the side of Bleed Esports.
That was such a hard round to hold out there, Bleed Esports, because of that Cosmic Divide, the counter Cosmic Divide. Like I mentioned earlier, the ultimates are going to be the tide bringers of these rounds, and now match point for Bleed Esports. Kingsmen, they still got the bag to play with. Now, at this point, they need no more breathing space for them. They need these rounds to go through flawlessly.
Yeah, they really need to get their heads in the game on this next one, because Kingsmen, they don't have anything to work with anymore. They need perfection for the next incoming rounds, because Bleed Esports would run away with the win here if they wouldn't be able to do that. They have the Empress on 𝙍𝙗. If he would be at the first kill, that could be the most crucial one yet for 𝙍𝙗. So Kingsmen, they need to put their best foot forward, especially 𝙍𝙗. The pressure is really big on 𝙍𝙗 here, because he needs to clutch it up. He needs to work his magic. And no! His magic has been nullified by 𝘍𝙗𝘼, the anti-mage. This is gonna be Bleed Esports having the man advantage here.
Once again, Bleed takes the first love, and now Kingsmen down on a man disadvantage. It's going to be very hard to push up the side, especially if B is the one being held by 𝘍𝙍𝘍. Not to mention, there's going to be a lot of slowdowns from that side. There's global gravity wells as well, and the pain shell to work with on this B defense for Bleed eSports. So Kingsmen, they have to pick this side, and they're going to be opting for the B side. They are close up to the portal where Ivan is holding, making sure that once the rotation comes in, he's going to be able to clear up this A side and the lurk, and that will be the call for Kingsmen to get the rotation. They're just making a lot of noise here on this B side so far. They know the 𝘍𝙍𝘍 is here. They're seeing if they could get some sort of damage in. There is low HP, but Ksania is still alive on the A side, and now looking grim for Kingsmen. 15 seconds left, and the rest of Bleed eSports know where the spike is going.
They won't be able to rotate anymore, so they need to put everything in because Ksania was able to shut 2 down on them again, and this might be it. This is gonna be the win for Bleed eSports on the first map of our game. Game 1 has been taken by Bleed eSports.
Yep, and as expected, of course, 13-6. Couldn't be any closer, but you know, Kingsmen, they really tried their best here, and it will still be Bleed eSports winning on their map pick. As expected, it is their favorite map, but man, Ksania on that A site was just a stronghold every single time. Just leave the site to him. He'll take care of everything else.
Yeah, he was able to get the clutch up every time, gets at least 2 kills whenever the push is gonna happen on A. But now, I mean, guys, that is still the game 1 of our game. It's still a best of 3. It's still possible for Kingsmen to be able to turn this around. So that was it for the first game. We will just be having a short break before we go to game 2. We have been your casters for today. I'm Dash, and I was here with Gen. See you guys in just a bit.
One enemy remaining.
Hey guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons. This is KJC Esports and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already. He finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get two, about to get three. That is just insane.
Dead 9. Gonna try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙀𝙏.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already. He finds three.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get two, about to get three. That is just insane.
Dead 9. Gonna try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! They light up! They light up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙼𝙾𝙆𝙆𝙀𝙏.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙍 over here onto that face are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
Gen 9. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙍. He lights up. Then lights up. No, the fun. No, this is not fair.
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome you well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙍𝘼𝙾.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
But here comes the rolling thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds two already, finds three.
See what will happen as we see that 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙍 over here onto that face are managing to get two, managing to get three. That is just insane.
Gen 9. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers going to peek in. Oh no! 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙍. He lights up. Then lights up. No, the fun. No, this is not fair.
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome you well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙍𝘼𝙾.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post Plan Chat.
And welcome back, everybody, to KJC Invitationals, brought to you by KJC Esports. And again, this is the game between Bleed Esports versus Kingsmen, and we're gonna be your shoutcasters for today. I'm Dash, and I'm here with Gen.
Man, such an exciting match last time around. It was Bleed Esports map pick and their favorite map, and they do take it home. And now it will be our second map coming up, which will be Haven. But of course, before that and anything else, little special thanks to our sponsors, AimLab and VertiGear. If you want to improve or warm up on your aim and find what you need to work on, download AimLab now. It's free. You can become the next pro aimer MVP in your games. And of course, if you're going to sit down the whole day anyway, might as well get yourself a comfy, high-density foam coffee ground fiber with smooth gloss glazers. 𝙁𝙊𝙉𝙍, that is the chair to go for. And then also a shout out to Newer Esports for being our production house throughout our Valorant invitationals. Be it esports, education, or even businesses, Newer Esports will do the live streaming for you and make your shows come true. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out our map veto.
Yeah, this is gonna be the map right now again, which is selected by Kingsmen. And when you fight against Kingsmen on Haven, you know that it's very frag heavy, and that's where 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 thrives for the team. So now this is going to be one hard matchup for Bleed Esports if they want to close this out on a 2-0. But Kingsmen, this is going to be their map. This is going to be the chance to take revenge against the members of Bleed Esports. They just need to put their best foot forward. The Cavaliers, all the infantry units that they have, the Kings are going to be able to take down Bleed Esports. This is the time to do it.
Yep. If anything, it's Kingsmen on Haven, and they are the kings on this map. Will Bleed be the King Slayers, or will Kingsmen push it to map 3? We'll find out as well. As the agent ban comes in, it will be the Sky being banned away. I believe this is Bleed Esports ban.
Yep. And the next ban would be on the side of Kingsmen. So this is going to be one challenging matchup if they won't be able to take down a lot of their good picks for the side of Bleed. Because now if Viper gets taken down, oh no, this is a very good 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙀𝙍 pick. But now without this on Haven, this is going to be bad for their side. So now this is going to be Bleed Esports with a big challenge for them. The Kingsmen has already put up the quest, and would they be able to turn it over on them and get the gold that they need? Or would Kingsmen take that own over, infiltrate their bases, and take over, or rather conquer the members of Bleed Esports onto this map?
Yeah, this time around, it is always Kingsmen on the ban for the Viper. Those another 𝙁𝙍𝙉𝙀𝙍 ban, but as we've seen in game 1, 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙍 doesn't only play Viper, he also has a Sage right in his pocket. And this man originally played the Sage anyway. He's a monster on it, and as we've seen in game 1. And a little surprise for me is Bleed Esports banning out the Sky. Must have been a problem for them earlier with Zeke on hold, especially with that Guiding Light with the Gravity Well combo. That is Zeke.
Yeah, they don't really want to deal with a Breach and a Sky. So that's why they had to take one off on their side, because Kingsmen would be able to pull that off, same on Haven, because if they have a lot of flashes during that time, that's the reason why Bleed Esports wouldn't even win the fights, just because they're always blinded. There's a lot of blinds going through on the side of Kingsmen. They want to stop at least one. But with Risa still having the Breach, it's still possible for them to pick that, and they might still be able to do it here, because Breach is very effective here because the map is too small, and the Rolling Thunder would just get everyone inside.
Actually, that is a very interesting combo that a lot of teams use here, which is the Jett and then the Breach combo, which is, of course, both open up. So it's going to be an interesting pickup if they do opt for it. But we already see Kingsman actually picking up the Cypher for Zeke instead. And there we go. It will be Ivan this time with that Breach, and 𝙁𝙁𝙗 no longer on the Reyna. It's going to be the Jett for him, which is very a big pick to try and enter these sides, because Jett can easily pass through a crossfire.
Yep, I was waiting for this pick again. Honestly, if Cypher is picked by Zeke, it would be easier for them to do. But now with this, on the side of Bleed Esports, First Love went in for that Omen pick, which we don't usually see. So they want to go for a very aggressive setup, even though that they are on the defender side on the first map. So this is going to be interesting. They want to stop the push from happening, because they want to use the paranoia to at least be able to cap the momentum whenever a Rolling Thunder comes in, whenever a push is going to happen on one side. So that is very smart for the side of Bleed Esports. But you know, this is Kingsmen we're talking about, and Zeke on the Cypher. This is one of his comfort zones.
Yeah, both teams, they've got the Cypher Sova setup. That's going to be the double information, especially for a map like Haven. You never know where these agents are going to be straggling around. But it is 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙍 as well on the Reyna pickup. So they've got the double duelist setup right now, which is on contrary from Kingsman's setup, which will be the single duelist, despite them on the attacker's side. So Bleed Esports, they're on a very classic meta at the moment.
Yeah, they want to take a page out of Kingsman's book. A while ago, Kingsman had the double duelist setup, but now they want to take it onto the next level with 𝘍𝙗, having the Reyna, and also the Jett on their side. So now 𝘽𝙀𝙀 is going for a Jett. This is very interesting because now he has a lot of ways to work for whenever he goes and enter the site. Rather than just walking in to the site, he can get inside very easily and take space for the team. That's what he does anyway. So with the Jett, it could be easier for the side of Kingsmen.
Now look at the positioning from Bleed Esports. They are stacking the B side very early on this pistol round with 𝘍𝙗 on a Sheriff. Not to mention, of course, Frosties. It's not unusual to see the Jett holding down the Sheriff, but usually we see the Reyna picking up a different pistol to play with a 𝘁𝙁 or a 𝙇𝙊𝙒. But it's gonna be Zeke who will have the spy cam here over on the middle side. Look at the timing. But there we go. Finally, they will be able to take it away. And it's going to be on the other side of the A side. Lexi with a beautiful Cypher cage. Catches 𝘽𝙀𝙀 right at the edge. And at the same time, 𝘍𝙗 takes away Zeke. The lurk control. And already, they back away. This is all they need to do. Kingsmen down 2 members early on.
Yeah. That was pretty fast for the side of Bleed Esports. Again, they would be able to win this pistol round, and this is the reason why they always take off, is that if ever they take the pistol round, they're gonna be snowballing that to more advantages later on. If they ever would, the next mission here is, if ever they take this down, is that on the 3rd round, they just need to put them down again, and they got a lot of rounds on their hands already, and that's what they want to do as a team. But now, with Bleed Esports is taking this over, especially on a pistol round, it would be super hard for Kingsmen to come back from this just because the pistols doesn't give you much to work with.
Yep, and look at this. Kingsmen, they had to slow down because they thought Bleed Esports were going to push onto them. This is the strat that Bleed Esports has prepared for their defending side with this double duelist setup. But it will still be the A side control for them. And it will be Lexi holding down his angle. The Sova Dart comes in, enough to distract Ivan. And at the same time, the Shock Dart gets Rezo down for a bit, but he's not done. He's going to get 2 headshots of his own first. But the rest of Bleed Esports are here. They will secure this site and the pistol round. So that will be the first round once again going towards Bleed Esports.
Yeah, 𝘍𝙗 takes a 3 there pretty fast on their side. So now, this is going to be Kingsmen again with another problem. If they want to change things else, what they can do here is take a page out of Louv's book where they go for an anti-eco round, even though they go. But it's very risky, yes. But if ever that makes it work, that would cancel out the momentum from the side of Bleed Esports. So if ever they want to go for a risk, you might go for that. But Kingsmen are still going for the same setup. They're going to go for an eco again. But 𝘍𝙗 is going to be able to shut them down with Zeke, dismissing his way out.
𝘍𝙗 with the heavy buy here early on. He's got the Vandal and the half armor, and as well both of his 𝘍𝙗 and dismiss. Of course, one that was already used, and 𝘽𝙀𝙀 coming into this garage side, taking away Lexi. Shock Dart does come in there, but a little bit too late. 𝘽𝙂 pulling out the Aljo and checking for more information, but 𝘍𝙗 is still the man holding down this B site. Kingsman unable to enter, but of course it was just a full eco.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate for the side of Kingsmen. The time that the smoke dissipated was just there. 𝘽𝙀𝙀 was caught off guard. And now, with that, that's going to be cementing the advantage of Bleed Esports. They have set the face of this game, and Kingsmen are just going through the rhythm. And Bleed Esports are going to be having the better time here. But now, with Kingsmen holding their big guns, might be possible for them to get the 3rd round. If not, that would just start the cycle again, like what happened in game 1.
Yeah, we see here. Look at this push coming out from Bleed Esports. Remember, as Haven, you're going to be stretched out on the defending side, so stacking and gambling on sites is what you have to do. But already with clear positions on the C side, they try to clear out their angles, and they immediately go to this A side where 𝘽𝙀𝙀 gets the first kill onto Frosties.
Wait, 𝘍𝙗 has the Empress already. We're still on the 2nd round, everybody. So now, with 𝘍𝙗 getting a lot of kills during the first 2 rounds, it's now going to be easier for them. But now, they are just taking a lot of time before they go for the bush. They don't want 𝘍𝙗 having a better time here. The flash would be able to happen. This is going to be hard for 𝘍𝙗. Now, he has been struck down by 𝘽𝙀𝙀. That is a good start for Kingsmen. They would be able to take this side. First Love doesn't have any guns, but he was able to 2-tap on the head. Again, another 2-tap for First Love. How is this man doing this every time? 𝘽𝙀𝙀 is able to get 1. He might be able to get 2, but that is Kingsmen able to shut them down with the guns that they have. This is not the ideal position to be in, but First Love is able to fall down. 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 is able to get him dead.
𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙉 with a beautiful one tap, but at the same time, First Love had to pick up the Vandal first. So unfortunate timing for them. Bleed Esports almost made that bonus round work, but they got the damage in. Kingsmen are gonna have to opt for smaller guns here. We see the Bulldog and possibly Spectres for their next round here in round 4. Bleed Esports, what a round for them to hold down that A side, especially with the ghost control for First Love.
Yeah, with that, it's gonna be Bleed. Look at how Bleed Esports played this out. It was just looking really good there on. That's why they were able to make it expensive. But Kingsmen, that was their round to win, and they needed to win that at least to have a breather on this next one. 4th round, and this is gonna be the chance for Bleed Esports to also fight back. This is what we want. This is the normal phase of the game where no team dictates. So Bleed Esports is gonna be looking for a win here if they want to shut down the members of Kingsmen. So with the Blade Storm, could be possible for 𝙁𝙁𝙗, but the Gravity Well is here, holding it out. Could be the Nebula Smoke coming in, and now it's gonna be the push onto Garage, and nobody is here to wait for them.
Yep, it's First Love with just a classic and the paranoia at hand. He needs his team to pick up a frag so he can grab one of their weapons. Or maybe pick up from a dead teammate, doesn't matter, whichever. So it's going to be the C-side control for Kingsmen, and will Bleed get a wind of this because Frosties has the operator, but he's holding on the other side of the map, and the positioning from 𝙁𝙁𝙗 is enough to cut off any sort of flank.
Yep, they still have the Recon Bolt to work with if ever they're going to push on the C-side. Nobody's looking anyway, so it could be a good timing for them. Here comes the smokes, and First Love would be able to know that the Recon Bolt would come in, and then Nova falls on the backside, and this is not going to be good for First Love. It doesn't have any guns, and one fell down already, and Lexi was able to shut down one. This is not going to be good for 𝙁𝙁𝙗. He doesn't have the Devour, so that is not going to be how he plays it. He's going to play aggressively, but Kingsmen are going for the aggress, and the last two standing are them, and Frosties needs to play this out. He needs to make it work. He has the shorty on hand and the operator. He is on the smoke, but the timing is just right. 𝙁𝙗𝙗 was able to get it, and Frosties was shut down. His operator is now down, and could be easy for the taking for the side of Kingsmen.
And with that, they retrieve that operator. Kingsmen on the momentum here. Bleed, they're opting for a half buy despite being able to buy up a Vandal for Frosties because he just has that much bank to play with. Kingsmen on the driver's seat at the moment, equalizing the score, but they're not done.
Oh yeah. Now this is gonna be their time to shine. Kingsmen now on the advantage. That is their comfort zone. What they want to do is just stabilize this advantage going through a graph, and it would just go up and up for the side of Kingsmen. So Bleed Esports, they need to try something different here. Because looking at how it's working, it's just Kingsmen. It's just taking them all over right now. So they are going to be looking at the side. Everybody's here. 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙀 was able to cancel down one. So this is going to be the Recon Bolt. Getting some vision onto the backside. So this might... Oh, Lexi! What was that push? He's going to back away. But now Z was able to shut him down. Now they know that C is open because Lexi fell down. So First Love is going to push in here. 𝙁𝙗𝙗 would go for a swing, and he was successful for it. The last one standing, 𝙁𝙁𝙗𝙗 is also having the operator on his hand. 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙀 has the gun, and then 𝘽𝙍𝙗 comes in, but 𝙁𝙁𝙗𝙗 was there waiting his angle. And that's going to be the win coming in from the side of Kingsmen.
Yeah, that was a great read for Kingsmen, not losing any more members there from the eco from Bleed Esports, especially avoiding the Vandal buy and even taking it out early on the round. Kingsmen, they played it so well there, already on 1 point advantage, and they've got some bank that built up here. They still have the operator as well. They have 𝙁𝙗𝙗 and the Doctor with the big ults prepared and ready for coming up this next offensive round.
Oh yeah, and now this is going to be the time to strike back with Frosties also holding on to the operator. But if they go for a very, very aggressive push, they might get punished here. But now it's just slowing down. This is the time. They know that they also have guns to the side of Bleed. That's why the Kingsmen now slowing down the face is smart. So if Bleed Esports wants to win this, they need to get the first kill, because that could be the chance. If ever they take down 𝙁𝙁𝙗𝙗 with the operator, it could be better. So now, what is the question here? Bleed needs to take down just one. Kingsmen needs to take down just one also. If ever, that opens up the site for the whole team. But that is going to be the challenge here for both of our teams.
Yep, they've started to slow down their peaks because they know that both teams has an operator to play with, so they're slowing down their pushes. Speaking of slowing down their pushes, not for Bleed, because 𝘍𝙠 in first level already over here to C long. That gives them information that C is cleared up. Of course, the tripwire is here to hold down the angle, but first level with that portal, and at the same time, 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝙶 starting things off from this A push. It's kills one down, that slows down the push. Still, the members are still here. They get scanned down by this recon ball. The shock darts coming in as well. Does not connect just yet. Finally, Ivan almost falls to that creep fire from 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘶, but it's going to be the retake situation for Bleed Esports.
Yep, this is gonna be the retake. They would be able to get the plan, but Zeke was able to shut them down. 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘶 falls down. It's a 3v4. Still possible for them to win, but Zeke is just making it work so well. That is going so smooth until he fell down, and they have the Rolling Thunder to work with. So this is gonna be bad for Bleed. They need to know that, but Namfu was able to get the kill again. Kingsmen are taking back their land, and this is Bleed Esports just losing on all this trade. So this is a 3v1. Could be easier, but Lexi, oh no, wasn't able to get the shot there, but there you go. He was able to redeem himself, and Namfu again with the operator is very, very deadly.
Yeah, they were Bleed Esports desperately trying to take control of that A side, but Kingsmen were just too powerful on that post-plant position. They had everything prepared. That defuse was never coming ever because of that Rolling Thunder prepared. So Bleed Esports, they're going back onto the Sheriff control, Sheriff buy, to try and see what they can do. Looking like that they will be stacking once more onto this B side to give 𝘍𝙠 an angle close up to the Cubby in the middle.
Yeah, now this is gonna be the timing for the side of Kingsmen. That Bleed Esports is not gonna be having any guns right now. So this is gonna be the chance. Here comes the Hunter Spirit. One fell down already. Namfu with a fast peek. That's gonna be the kill already. So Frosty's primed in positions onto the smoke, but Kingsmen has caught wind of it. They can smell him out of that smoke. So Frosty's, you need to be careful. And there you go. Kingsmen backs away. But Bleed, they want to go for a risk. They don't have anything to lose anyway. They have the eco round, so they need to play around their strength. If ever someone peaks, 𝘽𝙍𝘼𝘶 was able to get it with his own pick. And Lexi is just trying his best to get something though. But Bleed Esports slowly going for the aggress. But now Namfu was able to take him down. A 2v4. This might be impossible for Bleed Esports, but at least they want to do some damage against Kingsmen.
Yep, they hear the steps, they heard it thanks to that spike cam, so they know that the A side will be the push for Kingsmen and Bleed Esports. Already Lexi on the angle, seeing what he can find here. He might get one, but Riza will shut him down finally. 𝘍𝙠's left all alone in the 1v4 clutch. It is just their eco round, so he's going to be looking for all the damage that he can create here.
Yeah, he's going for big damage, and this is going to be the chance here to go for more. If ever Namfu gets that is going to be big, because at least only one has fell down for the side of Kingsmen. Now, it's a chance for Bleed. Again, the cycle is back to them. Kingsmen is just making Haven work. This is their turf. This is their neighborhood. That's why they know how to map down the floor against Bleed Esports. And now, with Bleed Esports having, again, these guns, they're not really popping off right now. So, Kingsmen, what are they going to do here? They need to go for a big challenge. If Namfu gets the first kill again, Bleed Esports would have a hard time, but Frosty's is not having it. Every time that he goes for a peek on one, Kingsman goes to the other side, and that's the reason why it's just unfortunate for Frosty's holding this operator, because now, if ever H-Slight is going to be the push again, it's going to be another big retake.
Yeah, and already with 𝘍𝙠 on the big lurk, they know it's going to be this A side. First Love has the ultimate to play with, just need to use it as well from the shadows. Here we go. At the same time, Rolling Thunder and a lot of different ults are being used here. Kingsmen, that's the call that they need to make. Zeke opening it up, making it a double, making it a triple. Clearing up the A side, making it a lot easier for Kingsmen to secure this side. This is what they needed to do. They had the ultimates ready. They had to make sure that they get to use them before Bleed Esports took them down. Bleed Esports, they're not done. They're making this push, but finally Namfu shuts it down. 𝘍𝙠 falls, so First Love will have to play the save.
Yeah, they are going to be able to save that, and that is going to be, oh no, Bleed Esports losing this round again. And if this happens, it's just gonna be around about the cycle that is happening. Kingsmen might be able to take this one down, and the last the next round coming in. It's just that Bleed Esports, whenever someone goes for a push on the side of Kingsmen, it's looking really hard because they only put one person in A side every time. They can leave B side. B side is easy to retake, honestly. But A side and C side, whenever the push happens on the side of Kingsmen, it's easier there on because there's only just two persons. And if ever they both fall down, it's gonna be hard for Bleed Esports because the retake is so hard to do on Haven.
Yep, and we hear it here. Bleed, Ksania putting out the timeout. They need to recuperate to what has been happening here. Despite Bleed Esports having that gun round and being confident on that push as well, especially since Ksania was able to take up so much map control. It was Kingsmen who picked up the pace and changed gears and really shut down the defense from Bleed there, coming out from Zeke, picking up the triple kill from that last round. That was the round they needed to make happen because they had the big ults ready. They just had to use them, especially knowing that Bleed had the gun round for that round. So that's them with full control so far. But with this timeout happening, this is gonna slow things down and give Bleed a little bit of a racking of the brain to see what they will do here, because they could opt for a half buy right now and force things up, or they can just opt for another save and play it the long game.
Yeah, and they are going to be playing that. They need to really reset their minds right now. So Kingsmen having the advantage, they're just playing around. They have the credits to work with. This is really good. I was expecting Kingsmen to get this advantage because of their map pick, and they're playing it really well. We all know that Kingsmen has a big 76% win rate on this map, so it's just going to be hard for Bleed Esports to do something about it. So let's take a look on how they're going to do this. What Bleed Esports could do something differently here, but all the shots aren't able to get a hit on both of them. So at least that's a statement for both of these operator players.
Yeah, but right now, Bleed has changed things up. Usually they push up mid, but Ksania is the one pushing up the A side, but the Doctor will shut it down. It's up to First Love to make the refrag, the trade, but the Doctor is still here, still alive and kicking, and he's got a bunch of his teammates close by just in case he falls. So it's going to be Bleed Esports with a man disadvantage on the defense, which is so difficult here on the Haven map because they're already stretched out thin, and with this, they're going to be even stretched out more.
Yep. This is going to be this was the chance for them to fight back, but now they won't be able to do anything anymore. So let's take a look at how they're going to do that. They're taking an info onto the Recon Bolt there on the side of Kingsmen. The push is going to happen. First Love is going to be able to cancel them out. But with this 4v5 now, that just leaves all the sites with just one member, especially B and C side. So if ever they take down one, if ever Lexi falls down onto B, this could be easier for Kingsmen. So Lexi has a lot of big shoes to fill. So he needs to get the kills here. Here comes the Recon Bolt. Recon Bolt is going to come in. The flash is going to come through. And now Lexi has been discovered. He's going to go through, but he won't be able to get the kill. Lexi was able to get one, which is big. But Kingsmen is already on site. And this is going to be their side to take and going to be force them to a post-ban situation. Frost Police is here. The backside has already been taken. And this is going to be Kingsmen cleaning the house up. Bleed Esports won't be able to do anything because Riza would get the 3K.
Yeah, and that is it. A clean round once more for Kingsmen, forcing Bleed Esports into an eco round. That was unfortunate for 𝙊𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, there. The smoke, the nebula dissipated at the wrong timing, and he was caught off guard. Riza getting the full 180 on him. And now Kingsmen, they're pretty much maxed out on money here, and they're sitting pretty comfortable on this first half.
Yeah, they are really having the good day for the side of Kingsmen. It's just that they're really mopping the floor and making it look easy. Because now, look at that. They're back on this clean sheriffs. But the push is going to happen on A. Most of the members are on C. Zeke might be able to clean them up if ever all of them push here. He's just really going for the flanks every time. Going for the big pushes. And Bleed is going to go there. But 𝙊𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 was there waiting. And this is the chance for them to fight back. Everybody's at the back. The Recon Ball's going to come in. Everybody's on A side. They know also that most of the members are on C. And Bleed is taking the chance to take them off. So this is going to be a good advantage for the team. The plans that are going to happen has been cancelled by the Hunter's Fury. But with the gun upgrade, it could be doable for the team. There's going to be kills and kills happening. But Kingsmen now down to 2. A 2v2. Still possible for Bleed Esports. But with no guns on both of these players, it's going to be hard for them.
Yeah, what a play from Bleed Esports, getting the read on Kingsmen, especially taking that first frag. Kingsmen were looking to pick up the pace once more, but Bleed finally has adapted to it. They know it's gonna happen, and they pushed up onto them. With that, they equalized the round 2 versus 2 on their eco round, with First Love picking up a rifle left as well. It's gonna be up to 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, who's gonna be holding this angle. But the Kingsmen are pretty clean here on their peaks, but will they spot 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍? But no, they won't! A free double shot with the Sheriff for 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, and it's gonna be the thrifty round for Bleed Esports. They have adapted to Kingsman's strat book, and now Kingsmen, they need to switch things up.
Yeah, they need to do something different here on the side of Kingsmen, because right now it's just that it's looking pretty easy for the side of Bleed Esports. They needed to change things up. They needed that to happen, but they were able to make it work. So now Kingsmen, I mean, they have fat credits. The credits right now on their banks are just so big that on to the next 2 rounds, it's gonna be easier. They're not gonna lose on anyone. But with 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍, making it work on that last one was so crucial. And that was so big for the team. Now, with the operator also on their hand, it could be possible for them to turn this around. They really need to get that next 2 rounds, because at least it would be workable there on. But Kingsmen, this phase that they're going on, they were just surprised, and they are not going to be anymore, because they're up and ready on the pushes coming in from Bleed.
Yep, they've shocked. Bleed Esports have shocked Kingsmen with that last round. The Kingsmen have started to slow down with 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙁 getting the operator frag on the Frosties. That is a very big kill. Operator down, and Kingsmen will have a lot easier time entering up this site. But hearing the 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙁, 𝘍𝙗𝑎 has ultimate ready, Empress on the ready. Zeke does pick up 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 from the B side. Again, another lurk kill. 𝘍𝙗𝑎's got to be careful with the close angle, because Ivan will have the advantage. He will shut him down. First Love does take away Zeke from the lurk position, but with Riza taking out Lexi for the C side, they will have full control. It's going to be a 1v4. Once again, Bleed Esports opted for that default, but Kingsmen was just ready to take it away.
Planted.
Ooh, and Kingsmen right now taking all their land, taking all their places. This is gonna be their territory, and C side is gonna be that. But First Love, you have seen him clutch, but Ivan won't be letting him do that. So Kingsmen again taking one more round and solidifying their advantage against Bleed Esports.
Yep, 8-3 now is the score in favor of Kingsmen. Bit of a we kind of saw it earlier in game 1. It was Kingsmen on the 3 points, while Bleed Esports had the 9. But this time around, it is the last round of our first half. We might see Kingsmen get their own 9-3 and give Bleed Esports a taste of their own medicine. Let's see here, because we have the Doctor with the Cosmic Divide prepared.
Yeah, with the Cosmic Divide on hand, could be easier for them to do. But let's take a look at how this is going to happen again, because Kingsmen has 2 ultimates to work with. It's just Bleed has a lot of gap that they need to chase. They would be probably able to chase that up, but First Love not getting that first kill wouldn't make it easier for them. If ever he had that, that could have been possible for the team. But Zeke, looking at this, everyone is holding on a great angle, but Frosties is gonna run away. Would he be able to? Riza was able to shut him down, and that is just good plays coming in from Kingsmen. That is just good communication also from their side.
Out of little bit, gotta be careful there. It's a Guardian you're working with. There's a few shots into the body and you will fall. 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 with 41 HP himself. He has completely slowed down the push by Kingsmen here on this A side, and 𝘍𝙗𝑎 is already here to give him some backup. 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙁 is there to pick up some information alongside with the operator, looking to find any frags he can. He's getting spotted, but a recon bolt. They know that most of Kingsmen are here on this A side, especially since Lexi is close up here. He's gonna hear the steps. He's gonna know that rotations are coming in, and he's calling in the communications. Bleed Esports rotating themselves. It's gonna be Lexi, the big man here, is gonna catch them off guard. He gets one. The 𝙁𝙁𝙉𝙁 gets the tailwind out. He's gonna survive from the frag there, but it's gonna be Bleed Esports. They are prepared here on this C side. 𝘍𝙗𝑎 pulling out the leer, and Lexi getting one more before he falls. 𝘍𝙗𝑎's got the angle. It's all down to 𝙁𝙁𝙁. He misses the shot, so 𝘍𝙗𝑎 will take advantage of it. 8-4 is the magic number, Dash. What?
Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting Bleed to make that work, but they did. Kingsmen, oh yes, they have the advantage onto this next round. That's what they need. So Bleed Esports, with the way that Frosties played that out, I thought that it was gonna go 50-50 for their side, but during the advantage that Kingsmen had that time, Bleed Esports was able to make it work because of the positioning. 𝙍𝙍 with the patience onto C side was what made it work for the team. Every time that the round is gonna get won by Bleed, it's gonna be the sheriffs on 𝙍�12 and 𝙍𝙍's hands. And that's what made it work again in the end. Able to get 2 headshots consecutively. And now, it's gonna be hard to push out a lot of the members from Kingsmen because they have the 𝙁𝙍, they have the Cypher. It would be easier here on for them to hold on.
Man, Bleed Esports are hot on their trails. They tried to shoot out their own spike cam. Oh my gosh, Zeke actually with the jumping classic, clearing up the garage side. Lexi all alone now, but the push is coming up on the C side. Bleed is forcing it. And the doctor will try to shut it down. First Love getting his own frag. Lexi finally clearing up on something on the garage, but Ivan's still there alive. But again, First Love trying to trade him out, and now they've slowed down. It's still a 1v2, anyone's game at this point. 5 bullets to play with. He's gonna have to swap out with the Ghost, but he doesn't know that there's one more there for Kingsman. 𝙍𝙍 will cleaning up, and Bleed Esports loses a pistol round. That will be another point for Kingsman and less breathing space for Bleed.
Yeah, that was the chance for Bleed to at least get an equalizer. If ever they won that, that would have been easier for them to get that. But Kingsman was able to shut them down. That is what they want to do anyway. So now they're just solidifying this graph. That is going to be stable here on. It's going to be smooth sailing for the side of Kingsman. Bleed. Oh ho ho! This is interesting, and look at that! Look at that! What they have here? They have the Spectres, they have the Marshals. So they want to go for something different. They want to push against the members of Kingsmen. And 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙀𝙀 holding on A side with a Marshal. He's not gonna expect this.
Whoa! Yep, and there we go. Unexpectedly, he falls to a bunch of SMGs. Not something he was looking forward to, especially if you're holding a Marshal. After you use that first shot, you have to tailwind away, but he was confident they were just holding pistols. But nope, not for Bleed. Bleed's got the force spy, and they take out 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁 very easily. A lot. The Kingsman's positioning has pretty much converged all around the A side, and it's going to be Zeke, the big man on the back of the angles. It's Lexi holding it, but he's only got 24 HP left. They're trying to see if they can push up this A side, but with these smokes, Nebulas are up. They have been slowed down, and right now they are just backed up. They're gonna put Zeke on the rotation control, making sure that if he hears any of the footsteps going back, they're gonna get the rotation in pretty quickly. But right now, it's gonna be Bleed Esports holding their angles instead. They're gonna force up this A side.
Yeah, they really want to go for it. They took the time now, and the patience is going to pay off because 𝙍𝙍 was able to open it up. A bit of a shutdown there, but there comes the team, and they would be able to take them all down. 4v2. This is not what the doctor was expecting because right now, it's a 2v4. Kingsmen, would they be able to shut this down? Because Bleed Esports slowly taking over. They are all over on the side. 𝙍𝙍 is here waiting, but the timing is just right. He would be able to get the 3K. The last one, the doctor, they know that he's on heaven. Everybody's going in. 𝙍�12, would he be able to get the kill here? The run is going to happen. And this is Doctor just trying to take all the kills that he can. He gets the shutdown by Frosties. Gets a shorty on the doctor. And this is going to be Bleed taking one round against Kingsmen.
And the shorty from hell, that's not something you see every day, you know? Shorty from hell taking you out from the window. I mean, what can you do? Bleed Esports with the force buy, they made it work out. Now it's Kingsmen. It's their turn, whether they opt for their own force buy or they will just play for the big save, because we know Kingsmen, they do these from time to time. They do force buy when they're feeling confident, but looks like they're going to be playing the long game here. 5-9 is the score. They have the advantage, so they are willing to lose this round.
Yeah, they really want that to happen, but they're going to be going for a push here. With the info that they had there, it's enough for Kingsmen to know that everyone's going for default. Everyone's going for a slow play. Would they be able to get the kill? Because right now, they don't have the guns to work with. They only have the Sheriff. Zeke would try and get that. And the classics won't be able to hit. So now Bleed Esports taking over this next pistol rounds. That was the mistake that they did a while ago. But with the 2 kills there, that was going to be easier there on for Kingsmen. Ivan is here. Might be cutting off some rotations. Okay, he might be able to see 𝙍�12. That's going to be good. But 𝙍�12 was able to get the shutdown anyway. So now Bleed Esports takes the second round, and this is going to be the 4th round. It's time for Kingsmen to fight back.
Yeah, kind of surprised 𝙍�12 there, but the right click was just not there to hit everything. So 𝙍�12 will be able to shut him down. A little bit of a horror game shocker for him, but Here we go. Full on rifles round for Kingsmen. They've got every single member on a Phantom, and they are playing the big default as well. 2 on A, 1B, 1 Garage, 1 C. So let's see if Bleed Esports can get a read on this, because they are playing for a bonus round right now. Still 2 Spectres and a Guardian on their lineup, but it's going to be the C battle here. 𝙍𝙍's going to spot it with the jumping. He's going to back away immediately because he wants to make sure that most of his members are staying alive.
Yeah, the gravity well comes in onto Garage, but he doesn't have any vision there. Is there a reason why I really love Astra on this map? Is because there's a lot of corners, but during the flash points, Bleed might be able to get this. 𝙍𝙍 was able to open up, gets 2! What was that? That was big. Now Kingsmen doesn't have anyone on C side. Almost all of them are already here, but this might be the reason why most of them would rotate onto A side, because they know the rotation has been cold and they have been caught off. So Bleed Esports is going for that push. It might take a long time, but Zeke is already here, and this might not be the big challenge here, because this is going to be the signal for them to back away. But Zeke, he's only one person. He might not be able to get all of this. That's good timing coming in from him. He might get 1, but not going to get 2. So Bleed Esports is going to take this A side pretty happily for their team. So Riza, oh no, he's holding his on, but the timing is not right. Here comes Riza. Oh no, that timing, almost getting the kill, but Lexi, it's a good thing that he's out of his camera. But the Doctor, no, this is a 1v4, so he might not be taking this. He might go for just the exit frags here.
Yeah, that was beautiful timing there. You gotta give it to 𝙍𝙍, clearing up that C long push by his lonesome. Had some help with the spy cam as well. Distracted them long enough, and they pulled out with beautiful timing, catching Ivan with a flashpoint out. So that actually took away 𝙁𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙀 very easily. 𝙍𝙍 with those first 2 frags opened it up for Bleed Esports, and with Lexi with the neural theft, he was able to clean up and get the information for his team. Picking up 2 frags of his own, and now it's Doctor left alone on a 1v4. He's going to be saving up this Phantom because Kingsmen, they banked on winning this round, but because they lost it, it's going to look very iffy for them this next round, whether or not it will be the eco round for them. They will have enough to buy up this next round, but Bleed Esports, they're closing up this gap here. It's getting very scary.
They were not expecting to lose that, honestly. That's why they're now on eco round. So that's why the Doctor just went in for the save. So now, with Bleed Esports having the advantage, this is not what you want to happen. Getting 3 consecutive rounds against Kingsmen, they're going for the same treatment against Kingsmen right now. Getting the cycle for them, this eco, then go for gun rounds. If you lose again, back to the cycle. Bleed Esports, they need to play it right. They need to play it smart if they want to keep this advantage in. But 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁, oh no, he's making this thrifty, but oh, that was a good shot from 𝙍𝙍. What a big headshot against 𝙍𝙍, man. He's just making this work every time that he goes for a zing, but 𝙍𝙍 was able to get 2 anyway. So now this is going to be the C-side push, going to be called by 𝙍𝙍. He's going in for more. There goes Paranoia, and this is going to be the push, but Riza was able to shot down Frosty to backside. What was that shot coming in from Riza? But Bleed is just going to shut him down anyway.
Yeah, Bleed Esports, they were playing it very safe and secure there on the first half of that round. But then again, as soon as they got the 3 frags, they just pushed up the C side. They forced it in. And here we go, a timeout for Kingsmen. They need to recuperate because now they do not want Bleed Esports to equalize the rounds to 9-9, because right now it's 8-9 is the score, and it's a big equalizer. 𝙍𝙊𝙗 is still holding on to that Guardian. This man's loving it at the moment, especially after that last one, getting a quick 2-tap onto the heads of Kingsmen. But now, Kingsmen, Riza and Zeke, they've got some ults ready, and just 1 point away for Ivan and the Doctor, which were the big ults, Cosmic Divide and Rolling Thunder. They will have the buy round this time around, and some control of the ult, or maybe on A side, maybe we'll see it, but it doesn't look like that way. But 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁 does have the operator, and they do have Ivan with the fault line. It looks like it's going to be a quick A peak for Kingsmen. They need to make that frag happen. Otherwise, Bleed Esports are going to get an easy take in onto this side, because First Love does have the From the Shadows. That's going to clear up the map, and that's going to give up a lot of information for Kingsmen's map control.
Yeah, what I like about From the Shadows is that it blinds most of the map. So if ever someone goes for a push somewhere else, it could be easier for them to do. So if they want to do something different, just the psychological effect of a From the Shadows is enough to do that. So if ever this is gonna work out, Kingsmen has bigger ultimates to work with. They have the Hunter's Fury, they have the Neural Theft. if they need the info coming in from them. If ever from the shadows comes in, you just pop out the neural theft that cancels it out. So now, Kingsmen, the challenge here is whoever would be able to take the first kill. If ever they get the first kill, that would be the big one and would be able to come back from the side of B. But look at that, 𝙇𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙏 looking really, really slick here, man, because he's pushing really far, but he was not able to get the shot anyway, so that's good. At least the info has been taken. They know that there's an operator on A side, so B side might be the push. Here comes the smokes on their side, and this is gonna be their time to push in, but the aftershock was able to deny enough, and this is the time that they need for everyone to rotate onto this link. And here comes the Hunter's Fury. Frosties is gonna have a problem. The Tailwind would not be able to help. 36 HP, but Cristania was able to dismiss out of the way. Ivan is there, and Zeke to be able to cancel them down. Here comes the smokes on their side. 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙏 is on the backside, waiting for someone to push. Here comes the paranoia. Nobody is looking at that, so the shot is gonna come in. Bleed is gonna have a hard time. Everybody's here. The Rolling Thunder is gonna come in. Here comes the damage from that. The Shock Dart was able to hit, and this is the last one standing. Zeke, oh no, he was caught with the bow out, but Frosties was able to cover for his teammate, and now we're on an equalizer again.
Man, what a messy round. This is pretty much Haven in a nutshell. Every time the teams push up that B side, it is just a mess. There's just chaos and apocalypse. Every single time the B is the one being taken by Bleed Esports. But for that round, it's Bleed Esports who come out on top. Kingsmen, they used every single ult I pretty much met, except the Doctor, since he fell down pretty early there. So it's Bleed who does come out on top of that. They were able to recuperate as much as they can with all the abilities, but post-plant control was just there for Bleed Esports. It was very difficult for Kingsmen, but they did a good try. But now the round has been equalized. 𝙬𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙏 still on the Guardian. 9-9 is the score, and Kingsmen are on an eco.
Oh no, back on the cycle here again. They lost again their gun round. They were not expecting that from happening. They used the neural theft, they used the Hunter's Fury, but to no avail, they still didn't even win that round. So they have the Cosmic Divide, so that's good. So if ever they want to get something out of this, they need to get the first shot. If ever they don't have anything to lose anyway, it's an equal round for them. So they need to make this as expensive as it is for the side of Bleed Esports. But now, with the info being given by that 𝙬𝙬𝙉, they would now call the operation that A side might be the push, but 𝙁𝙉𝙉 is still here. Kingsmen, this is not the time to be patient because the push is happening and everybody's on side already. Lexi is just waiting for them here to go for that, and 𝙁𝙉𝙉 might be able to get the kill, but Lexi, no, he was here. Everyone is on the back. They would get the info, and now they know that everyone is on the flank, and Bleed, this is going to be their chance. Kingsmen, they know that this is not going to be an easy retake.
Whoa! What a shot by Lexi. The timing is along with that shock dart as well. They're just gonna clean it up. KJC flawless for Bleed Esports, 10-9. KGM, they weren't expecting to win that round anyway, but man, what a clean round from Bleed Esports, especially again that first frag and neural theft. It caught them all off guard. 𝙁𝙉𝙉 was there to grab all the info. He heard all the footsteps, but Kingsmen were just way too worried that there might be a flank support from Bleed Esports, slowing down their lurk control. But anyway, it was just their pistol round, but this time around it's going to be their buy round, and once again they put 𝙇𝙗𝙗 on this operator. They need to get value out of this. It is their only way to try and shut down this push coming out from Bleed Esports.
Yeah, they need to find something. They need to get an investment, but would that be enough here for them? They just need to win this, because if they don't, they're going to be forced on another eco, and the cycle is back again. And if it's match point, Bleed Esports know how to close out a matchup whenever they get the momentum going in. Remember, this is the Kingsmen's map. Kingsmen needs to put their best foot forward on this round, even if not on the past round, even just this round. If they put their best foot forward here, they would be able to win this map.
Yeah, the probability is there. Lexi's on flank support. He's got tripwires and snap and tripwires and what's that? Spy cam all over the map as well on control. It's going to be Bleed Esports pushing up this A side where a lot of the toys of Cypher is here. It's not a Killjoy, but it is still a Cypher. He's holding down his angle. Hunter's Fury under control here. Rizza is actually down to 32 HP here. On the middle side, it's 𝙁𝙍𝙉. The Cypher Skate is gonna fall. He's gonna fall as well with him. Rizza gets a free kill. And now Bleed Esports on a man disadvantage. Zeke with his tripwires, with the Cypher under control. He's gonna get an easy frag as well from the Heaven side. They do not have a smoke to smoke it out no longer. It's gonna be a very dry plant here. But it will be 𝘍𝑍𝑖𝑎, the big man here. He has to get these frags here from the defender's spawn A-Link. He's got to take them out. Otherwise, it's going to be a very hard post plant for Bleed Esports.
They have all been discovered, and they know that they're just on the back. And this is going to be the chance to fight back. Short is not here, and this is going to be the push from their side. Frosties was able to shut down one, but Kingsmen was able to make it work. And as I said, they need to put their best foot forward here, and it could still be possible. So now, make it hard for Bleed and make this an equalizer for both of them.
Yep, 10-10 is the score. I mean, Bleed Esports, they're sitting on 9k credits. So they're going to have a lot of money for pretty much until the end of this series. So Kingsmen, they have to build up their own bank. They cannot lose too many members here while they're winning these rounds because they've equalized the score at 10-10. We're back on the drawing board here. But this time, it's kind of like a best of, what's that, 4? 5? To try and win these rounds, get to match point. And it's going to be Kingsmen putting a lot of presence here on the C side with 𝙁𝙁𝙗 on the Vanguard with that operator. Let's see if 𝘍𝑍𝑖𝑎 and Frosties can try and bait the shot out and give Frosties the counter trade. But as soon as 𝘍𝑍𝑖𝑎 who gets a frag, 𝙁𝙁𝙗 is still alive with that operator. So he's getting a free kill. He does not watching the top for Frosties. He does. The shots does not connect anyway. So they're both going to survive on a 4v4 now, which is not good for the defenders.
Yep, especially for the defenders, it's not going to be easy to defend one side if ever you're losing a man. You don't have any designations right now. There's 2 members on A. So this might be, oh no, 𝘍𝑍𝑖𝑎 needs to run away from that aftershock. So at least he was able to get away. So now Kingsmen has a lot of work on this. They need to go to A side. That has been called by Bleed Esports because now they have the info that nobody's here anyway. So let's just take a slow peek onto A. So 𝙁𝑍𝑖𝑎 is just waiting for the push, and now he knows. A side is clear, everyone. Let's go here, and Bleed might be able to get the plant here.
Yeah, it's going to be a post-plant situation for Kingsmen because they've left A. So they're playing for the retake here. It's all down to Zeke to try and do what he can. A gravity well is prepared here just in case a spike tries to be planted. They do not have Sova alive, so no shortcuts to try and line them up. Zeke pulling out the tripwire just in case they push up here onto this A-Link, but it's going to be the retake for Kingsmen, and it's watch this. So 𝙁𝙁𝙗 with the Bladestorm and the operator looking for some frag here, but it's going to be Bleed Esports. They're hiding their angles. Yeah, they're having a very comfortable position on this A side.
Yeah, it's a good position, honestly. So they just need to hold it out. Kingsmen, they need to risk something here. If they don't take the risk, they might be losing a lot of time. They're taking a lot, and now 𝙁𝑍𝑖𝑎 opens it up with a kill, and 𝙁𝙁𝙗 falls down already. This is going to be the push. Doctor's going to go in. Cosmic Divide is already here, but 𝘍𝑍𝑖𝑎 was able to shut them down. The Heaven is going to be falling down, and Bleed is going to be able to win with a team ace against Kingsmen.
Oh, unfortunate timing there for Ivan. He accidentally picked up the operator. He had to switch out to a rifle, and at the same time, the man in hell pulls him back down 6 feet under. It's going to be the round for Bleed Esports, 11-10. They take advantage, and Bleed, once again, as we've mentioned earlier, they have the bank. It's Kingsmen who does not have one, and that puts Ivan down to just a sheriff and the full armor. We even see 𝙁𝙁𝙗 committing, risking his shields for that operator. He needs to find some value out of this. Otherwise, Bleed Esports, it's looking like their map.
Bleed Esports making it look like it is their map pick. So now Kingsmen with 𝙁𝙁𝙗 not getting a first shot. C is going to be the target for Bleed Esports. They changed things up. They're not going to go for a depot. They're going to push for their luck, and they're going to go for it. Because if ever they win this, the match point is guaranteed. So they just need to play their cards right. They have the info in. They know that most of the people are not here on site, and this is going to be hard for Kingsmen to be able to take over. Because right now, they don't have a lot of resources. But if ever 𝙁𝙁𝙗 would be able to get the first kill here, he was able to. Frosty falls down, but 𝙁𝑍𝑖𝑎 was making it work. The Doctor gets a trade in, but Bleed takes down 2. That's not a good trade. And now Bleed takes down a 12-10. It's the match point for this guy.
Match point.
Oh no, Bleed Esports, they had everything in the bag there. Kingsmen, they were just very desperate on that push. They had nothing to work on. No ults prepared to try and push up the side. No Rolling Thunder, nothing to try and get in to that C site where Bleed Esports were just on the post plant positions. Not to mention, they even had Lexi on flank support, making a lot of noise and slowing down the pushes. And now, Kingsman with it forced up by a Judge, 2 Spectres, the Sheriffs. 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀𝙍 taking the Doctor down with an Odin. This is not looking good if you're a Kingsman.
No, man, that is just so unfortunate on the side of Kingsman. Losing one member is so crucial at this match point parts of the game. 𝙍𝙊𝙒𝙀 was forced out of the way, but still has a Phantom anyway. Oh no, he bought another gun, so they are that confident that they're gonna be winning this. Oh no, he has 2 guns, so now Bleed Esports, they really want to take this win. They are taking the risk. They are trying to get all the wall banks that they can because they know that there's iffy buys on the side of Kingsmen. They don't have anything to work with anyway. So let's just take the risk. Let's just try and go for the push. And if ever we are going to be successful, it's going to be happy days for us. They would be able to see one and the timing would be right. Zeke would go for it. And Kristania was able to shut him down anyway. The Eurotep is going to come in. Now they only have 3 members. 2 people still have ultimate. They still have the Problem Shadows if they want to. Thunder Spirit is going to come in. He would be able to stop down 1. Lexi's going to fall down. And they might be able to take 2. No, Kingsmen would be able to go for a plant. I mean, Bleed would be able to go for a plant. Kingsmen going to be forced on a retake here.
Yeah, match point. Kingsmen, they have to enter this side. They have to clear up their angles. They're trying their best. Desperately, Napu getting the first frag, but First Love is there with the crossfire from Frosty. They're gonna finish it right here and now. 13-10 is our final score in Haven. It was really close for Kingsmen, but Bleed Esports, they will still secure this map, and that is the series as well. 2-0. What a game we've got here for our lowers final bracket.
It was just an intense match, and that was one of the best maps of Kingsmen during that time again, but they were still able to make it work when they went to the attacker side. As I said, it's a 9-3 for Kingsmen and Bleed when that half ended. So after that, it was easier there on for Bleed. They were able to win a lot of their fights, and that's the reason why Bleed is such a good team, is because they can perform really well, even on default, even on rushes. The communication is just there. They're going for a lot of trades. So now, again, we are going to be seeing Paper Rex versus Bleed Esports in the grand finals.
It's going to be a big revenge match. Nice try for Kingsmen. They're going to have to fall out of the tournament, but Bleed Esports, congratulations to them. They're heading into the grand finals, which will be later at 5 o'clock GMT +8. That is 2 hours from now. We will see Paper Rex versus Bleed Esports. Paper Rex, they've got the LAN experience, and it's going to be against the previously Team Uwu, now Bleed Esports.
Yeah, they're the ones who actually took them down to the lower bracket finals. So this is going to be a revenge match for the side of Bleed Esports. So this is going to be interesting. And let's see later, as you said, again, 5 p.m. guys. We're just going to go offline for now and see you guys in 2 hours. We have been your casters for today. I'm Dash and I was here with Gen. See you guys in 2 hours.
guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post-Plan Chat.
But here comes the Rolling Thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds 2 already. He finds 3.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get 2, about to get 3. That is just insane.
He denied. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers forced to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! He lights up! Then lights up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post-Plan Chat.
But here comes the Rolling Thunder. Now he's just running. He wants to get this ace, and the ace coming in. Shot coming in from Doc, and that is a lineup waiting. Kronos almost getting the ace.
For him, he is down deeper down in B side, and it's going to prove effective this round as he finds 2 already. He finds 3.
See what will happen as we see that Aki over here onto that face are about to get 2, about to get 3. That is just insane.
He denied. They try to get the headshot. Gets one more down. Killers forced to peek in. Oh no! 3K! Go! He lights up! Then lights up! No! The fun! No, this is not fair!
They give some blessings and plus 5% headshots onto their weapons.
I don't think we felt any pressure. A lot of people wanted to be there and they didn't get the chance.
Really crazy. You just enjoy things, and
Things might have changed, but our goal is still clear.
We believe that we are the strongest team right now in MISG.
We have the fun hype moments because we're always joking around.
It was really fun to chat, and it brought back some good old memories.
thank you for the Vietnam community who always welcome me well.
Thank you guys for always supporting.
It's not all about fragging. It's the very small things that can lead a team to win a game.
It's kind of hard and we still have a long way to go, but it's not impossible.
Hey guys, I'm the Wacky Gamer.
Hey guys, my name is Gen.
What is up, everyone? It is Dash.
Hello folks, my name is Mons, this is KJC Esports, and you're watching Post-Plan Chat.